Yeah.
Genshin Impact is a game which has sucked away my soul and killed my dog. I first began playing Genshin Impact because of all the cute women, then experienced apotheosis and a philosophical enlightenment
The cute woman.
through the death of my own ego. I love Genshin Impact, but this game will have an impact on your social life, and even after you stop playing, you will not recover.
What if I don't have a social life? Like, Chip is even worse than me for Genshin, so... yeah.
To this day, it has left me in a perpetual state of sophisticated malding, and I recommend it for all the wrong reasons. In this game, you play as John Impact,
John
an extra-dimensional
Impact.
being whose brother was eaten by Mega Blocks and is forced to navigate Avatar, the last airbender for Waifus. Powered by its simple chemistry system in which characters electrocute, burn, and
No, now
throw
it's
rocks
even
at each
more
other. One of
complex
those
with
is
the
much less cool, but
Dendro
games
and
like
the
Australopithecus
Creo
was my
reaction.
primary source of damage. Now trapped in the land of gotcha hell, our protagonist must find a way to save our siblings by fighting geometry, the indigenous inhabitants of Twitter, space midgets, and the ice KGB. As well, we are here to explore, solve puzzles, play prop hunt, cook, get arrested for looking at Zhongling too much,
No.
get sentenced to 10 years, and emerge from prison a devout Buddhist. This video is going to be about my experience playing this interesting game and how to objectively have the most fun with it. It's a very bad sign when most people who play the game don't recommend it, but I
No.
do. Although I am slightly
I had a friend like ask me if you should play Genshin. I was like, save yourself. Just don't try. Don't do it. Don't take that first step. That's all you need to go to room.
dingus, so I don't recommend you take my opinion as fact, but as entertainment. So whether you're new to this strange, otherworldly Chinese software or a Genshin Pro, please allow me to tell you the tale of how this left a Genshin impact into my frontal lobe.
Man, I love
Here's a
Butao.
fun tip that most Genshin players don't know.
Important?
The age of consent is 18 years old.
Yeah.
Let's begin with what's maximally
Yeah, don't
important,
fucking
not
forget
the
that.
gameplay, not the story, nor anything you
It's something they have to learn by themselves. No. Yeah, I was against it. By the way, I was like, no, don't even try it. Okay. I can help you, but don't try.
typically associate with a video game. The single most important thing in this game is rolling dice to gain attractive people and then parading them around like a child on TLC.
Yeah.
I do not exaggerate when I say this is probably what attracted most people to this game. If you want an example, Lisa is a character who continually refers to herself as One-sama
no,
and
Lisa.
sounds like she is at all times on the verge of sex. I received her
Yeah.
after completing a quest and then decided that I would use Lisa exclusively to do rock climbing. That way, I could repeatedly hear her oddly enthusiastic moaning for the next
Same way for that luck. You need to get addicted to no. Yeah. I try to stay away from this game. Like I stopped playing Genshin last year, and here I am. I'm back at it again. Blame Chippy for that one. Yeah, it's the same with Apex Legends. I had a really bad like Apex moment in my life, and I don't want to go back. The same with LoL and the teamfight tactics too.
10 hours of gameplay. I literally installed this game after downloading 60
And of course, all of them have gacha mechanics.
images of Ganyu, since the official lore of the game specifies that she killed a monster after being eaten by it because her ass was so big it blocked his trachea and suffocated him to death. However, there is a catch. I don't have Ganyu, and I never will. You have a random chance to
She's
be
shit,
character,
so
and that chance isn't high. 5.1%
you ain't missing
to be
anything.
exact, and that's getting anyone. So if you want a particular character, get fucked. You could have your very first role be a
Yeah.
high-level DPS character that carries you through the game with chimpanzee martial arts. Or you could roll 3 useless small boys in a row and
They're actually pretty useful, but I have one man in my party. Yeah, militaire. I spent so long without using the buffered boy.
then desire death. It's a fucking guy. God
That was
damn
me.
it. Fucking
That was
all
me.
writing about bad things that could be deal breakers. The anti-cheat for this game is very strong and has ring 0 permissions on your kernel. This means that it can read and write memory at any location in your computer without seg fault.
Yeah.
I, however, am not afraid, since if Xi Jinping does harvest my computer's data, all he will find is 50 pages of Waluigi hentai. It's your loss. And yes, it does turn off
Your
when the game
loss.
isn't running. So this review is going to include a guide on how to have fun, because like real life, lusting after women causes suicidal depression impression. Step 1.
No,
play as
too real.
optimally as you want. Do not try to min-max shit because RNGesus will snap your fucking neck. Do whatever is fun with whatever you have. In my case, I decided that I would roleplay as a violent misandrist and only play as women out of principle. Any men
That was
I
me.
rolled would be locked at level 1 and made useful in the coal mines. It is simply not worth it for me to engage in combat if I cannot also yank it. The central point of the characters is that they are potential wives, and I am absolutely, definitely, 1000% secure in my masculinity. Playing the game optimally in this case would mean making the game boring and staring at man-ass. So, if, for instance, I had wanted a particular, legally questionable female to be my digital puppet, the chance of me receiving that would be 0.3%, which is where this image comes from.
Yeah, I, surprisingly enough, not to brag, but I have most of the 5 stars, and I won most of the 50-50s. Just saying. I also spent like probably around, I mean, I know it's not much, but by the time it was like around 2K on the game, just buying crystals. I regret it now, but yeah, I spent a bunch of money back in the day. Like, not at once, but
Take what you
across
can get with the rolls. Don't be mad.
across the
Exercise
time.
patience and control, and you will have a lot more fun. I definitely have not sold my house to get big-titted pirate mommy. But
Oh, yeah.
Max0r, I hear your
Beto.
thoughts. Why are you displaying a single image of a regular crab on my screen? And also,
I spent 200 just for child. No! I mean, that's worth it. Tartaglia was cool back in the day. And it still is useful in some fights in the Abyss and Tether. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. Shell is cool. Yeah, the last time I spent money on the game was to get Arlecchino's weapon, I think. Maybe.
what is the world of Genshin Impact, and why are we here? That is a great question, James. Because before we get into the exploration and the combat, we must first understand the context with which I run my beauty pageant. And like every game made by Asian people on my channel, the lore is some Hyperborean bullshit. So let's say rule number 2 of
It's just
enjoying the
stupid.
game is not caring about this, just like 90% of the player base.
Man, Persona music is so good.
is ruled collectively by 7 gods who govern the 7 elements.
But actually,
Except for the nature god, he's special.
that's
This
not
came
true.
about because 2,800 years ago there were like 80 gods or
This
something.
video
Then
is old,
everything
okay?
changed when the Fire Nation attacked. No, but actually 7 seals opened up in heaven, so literally every god fought over their power to the death. The result was the 7 gods of each element we see today, each ruling over their own nation in their own fucked up ways. Every once in a while, these delusional bastards will just give random people superpowers, like how the electricity god just gave a girl with a mental disorder a talking bird. This also includes small children who could very possibly kill themselves.
Fucking
For some
Glee,
reason
man.
Now, the world you see in game takes place in 2 nations or 3 if you're from the future. The first is Mondstadt,
Yes, so
a
much.
lawless, anarcho-capitalist commune in New Hampshire, which has no formal governance of any kind. They instead rely institutionally on vigilante justice, including a hot Batman. As a result, an entire territory of their nation is completely overrun with wolves. No one has the systemic authority.
there
to stop
there are
people
no
from
wolves, by the
exercising
way.
their rights and liberties to
It took
feed
them
the
like
wolves' babies. Oh, also,
3
there's a
years
fucking dragon
to add the
Did I
fucking
not
wolves
mention
on
the
the
murderous dragon? Next, we have the nation
Almost
of
dead.
Liyue, an extremely rich and powerful country to the east. They have
Oh, yes.
recently come into conflict with Mondstadt
We love
due
the
to a
Liyue,
one
okay?
massacre
We don't talk
of
shit
69
about Liyue.
as well as an aggressive foreign policy involving
You don't
a
wanna
non-dash
angry the
line in sea of
Chinese.
clouds, headed by the Tian Xuan Ningguang of the Liyue Qixing. Those are all real names.
Yeah.
Liyue exhibits an unprecedented level of prosperity and control.
I have such a hard time
One
pronouncing
fly of
the
rock god
Liyue
who periodically
names.
disguises himself to ensure that the
Zhongli.
populace is behaving well and upholding their state contracts, just in case. Now, China, I know you're
No.
new to making video games, yet in my country, we have a long history of shooting people.
Just for
But
you,
who
salute,
lives in
soldier.
Liyue and who lives in where is in? The answer is unfortunate. Populating this extensive world,
What
with
happened to
several
your
factions
second
of enemies with
earbud?
subgroups, elemental specializations, and fucking bullshit. The enemy variety of this game paints a picture of a post-apocalyptic nightmare world where raving bands of savages constantly destroy everything, locking humanity in a perpetual state of warfare with armies of
BRB,
Vignettes and the
don't worry,
Midget People.
LT.
One of these groups is the Hilichurls, an intelligent race capable of
Don't
empathy
worry.
and complex thoughts, which is why they must be destroyed. These guys make the go.
That actually fucked me up, the Hilichurl stuff. Like, how they actually have, like, proper consciousness. You know, they have a language and all. And we just murder. We just murder everyone. they're actually intelligent. And now we know that they are like actually citizens from Kenria.
Bombay
So
chimpanzee war looked like a fucking joke, and at no point does anyone in the entire game even give a shred of
yeah,
sympathy
no
for the
one
villagers,
fucking
except for
cares
Elon
about them.
Musk. They can be big gorilla, small monkey, operate complex machinery, and have their own language. This makes it more fun to slaughter entire villages of them and steal their possessions with no consequences.
Classic.
In fact, you're encouraged to do it. Overall, I would rate them a genocide out of 10. Next are the country-sized hordes of organized bandits called the Treasure Hoarders, who are just regular guys forced to
Yeah,
fight with
just
shovels and
it's trying to
Molotov
work.
cocktails. Are you sure we're the good guys? It's fortunate that because
No,
they live
we're
in
not.
time, their
We're
lives
just
are
beating
now
everyone.
forfeit. Abyss mages are very simple because they are one enemy with two reskins, who are also inhuman beings of the Dark Void who have sworn vengeance upon humanity itself. They also dwell almost entirely in fucking space. The Fatui of
Three of
Snezhnaya
Snezhnaya.
are heavily armed diplomats seeking to dominate the world of Teyvat through subterfuge, and employing 9-foot-tall people with hammers is absolutely conducive to this goal, I promise. They are unique among Teyvat because they serve the interests of the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, also known as the god of ice. That's important because it's very weird that they primarily use electricity and fire. I guess the ice god is just fucking lazy. The Fatui are always up to no good, like stealing the wind god's power or like a bank heist. They're also really hot, so I'm not stopping them. Finally, we have the local wildlife of Teyvat, which is 90% slimes and 10% these
Yeah.
fuckers. I spent most
The
of
game
fight
was
waiting to
really
do
shit back in the day. There was nothing. Like Shillishers, Treasure Hoarders,
That's really what
three
the combat's all
Fatus and
about. Sometimes
slimes.
it's like, holy fuck, that is a whale. And other times it's like, I think
Yeah,
that bush just
those
fucking
fuckers,
crazy.
I
No
fucking
matter what
hate them.
happens, You're in for an experience. Let's find out if that's bad or worse.
Oh,
Shit Getting Intact is a game about
Shit Getting
where
Intact.
To maximize their power, the player dynamically switches between their DPS character and everyone else. Rule number 3 of Genshin
Yeah.
Impact. Pick one. Your typical team is comprised of your DPS baby, your heal support, your burst support, and moral support. Think of it like a train. You only need one engine and enough weight to kill Terry Davis. Now, like everything,
No.
characters have elemental alignments, which, depending on the enemy, can ruin the game. My wife
Yeah.
Barbara could heal me, but in the process,
ooh, I
must
hate
make everyone
Barbara.
wet.
I don't use her because this motherfucker makes you wet every fucking second. So you just get reacted upon and you just die.
Makes
Or
us
get
a proverbial
frozen.
bathtub, which enemies will then catapult toasters into. for
Fucking hate
massive
Barbara,
damage.
man.
It's a fucking blast. You feel like a chemistry professor gone rogue, using the elements to his advantage and then blowing himself up in the process. Unless your DPS uses rocks, in which case, just watch, I guess. Everything is elements, and everyone has an elemental skill and alignment. Unless you're the nature god who has no characters.
Yeah.
Some are bad, and others are
It took
very
so
bad,
long
but
to
many
get
are
Dendro for no
game
fucking
changing,
reason
like how
to.
Beto's elemental skill adds a parry mechanic to the game, or how Ningguang
Like, they could
invalidates all
even
ranged
have
enemies.
every
The
reaction,
combat is
like,
definitely its
set up
strength,
before
and it's an
releasing the
experiment in how
fucking
bad you
game.
can craft your psychotic dog water alchemy, and hopefully create a moving ball of destruction strong enough to kill God. To extend this concept,
gosh.
every character uses one of 5 unique weapon
Yeah.
classes, such as Mongolian,
Wait.
Controller Erosion, the waiting game, egg catapults, and the speed demon. So be careful with extend this
Let me go
combat is
back.
definitely its strength,
Yeah.
and is an experiment in how bad you can craft your psychotic dog water alchemy, and hopefully create a moving ball of destruction strong enough to kill God. To extend this concept, every character uses one of 5 unique
Sorry, speedrunner. Utao, please peg me.
classes,
Yep.
such as Mongolian, Controller Erosion, the
That was
Waiting
me.
Game, Egg Catapults, and the Speed Demon. So be careful with who you choose and what weapons they— oh wait, no, it's random. Get
Yep.
fucked. Now, this would all be excellent gameplay if it didn't sometimes amount to throwing 2 sponges at each other. Enemies scale to your level, and generally health is not hard to come by. So depending on your investment, some
I
enemies
hate
could take
building my characters,
minutes
man.
to kill. This all amounts
It takes
to
so
making
much
a classic
time,
video game
so
build,
much
the
luck.
tank entirely useless. You don't need a tank because you will be switching to your DPS anyways, who is a
Yeah.
tank against your will. Health is literally always a shackle and a curse. That is, of course, unless you're playing Barbara, whose healing scales only off of health, making her tankier than Tien. Let's go over an example party to give you some idea of the insanity that we're working with. It is optimal in most of my combat
I
scenarios to
actually really
cause
like the
forest
reaction
fires by
system
throwing a
in this
spicy
game, 'cause
bear.
it's actually
Why? Well, it's
pretty well
obvious.
thought.
My DPS Beto
Unlike
parries
Wua or Agnites, where there's
anything, which
no.
includes the heat of fire.
Not
Or how
really
about
any
Ningguang, who
complexity.
spawns a wall inside of enemies like it's Gary's mod. We just do it to piss them off. Did I also mention you can invite your insane Discord stalker to play co-op with you? The combat is fully functional.
Hey, Max.
Hello, Max.
I
Hello,
made a
Max.
mistake, and
No.
this isn't even going into the complicated system by which you customize artifacts, upgrade your weapon, and level your character's talents, because that's boring. It can be made especially boring when you have to pick 30
Yeah,
mushrooms
recollecting
to do
stuff.
it, but, you know, here we are. That leads me to my next point. You're gonna have to explore for those mushrooms, and that sounds bad, but
Yeah, I
it's
love
actually
exploration
the
in this
best part.
game. It's
Get
actually
ready
the
for
best
some
part of the
cross-country
game.
gaming, because we literally have a lot of ground to cover. So rule number 4 of Genshin Impact is that if you see
Yeah.
something, just go.
Just go. The exploration was really good, really fun. It still is, probably. I guess still gotta explore, not cry.
Correct assessment. It's just that the game doesn't give a shit, and neither
Chippy
should we.
Talks
Breath of the
super
Wild was
like
so good that I
well
wanted
off Not
Breath
Cry,
of the Wild
so
with more
I'm actually
anime
excited
because
to explore it.
goddamn it, why did Nintendo make Zelda look like that? The amount of bandits and foreign
Fucking
soldiers in
Zelda.
this game suddenly makes sense when you realize it has the geography of fucking Afghanistan. It's quite the vertical place, but you're given the tools to navigate it, like your feet or your sweat. And there is quite a bit to see, so for an example, when I first installed the game, I didn't know that Liyue was in it. That's over half of the map. I was doing
Yeah.
a quest that required a wild radish, so I naturally
Same,
went hiking
the same
and
happened to
accidentally
me the first
discovered the
time.
entirety of
I was
Ming Dynasty
so surprised
China,
at
at which
how
point
big
I
the map
wrongfully
was, and now
assaulted after being
it's
mistaken
like
for
3
oatmeal. This is
times
one of those
bigger
games where you start
for no
finding
reason,
chests in the
so
wild, and within 30 minutes are
so
flying to
many
a strange
regions
island
now.
with a man named Jeffrey. It's actually not that different to
Jeffrey,
Skyrim,
no.
but this game makes Skyrim look like it's in Kansas. There is always something to do and always something to find. You would think that it would get stale,
Yeah.
but they just keep finding ways to turn on my neuron.
In the world quest, actually, some of them are really good. Like the one of the in Sumeru with all the mini guys, like the plant guys. I forgot the names.
There is a puzzle.
I just wanted the chest.
Which spans an entire region of
Yeah.
the game where you have to climb 3 mountains. You can spend an afternoon doing that, and it's viable. There is no direction that you can go that will not help you in some tangible way, and that's what's important about exploration. It's not just pretty, it's optimal. You see this
Yeah.
shit right here. This activates my fucking almonds. Exploring this game trains your neurons to fire at the most basic of incentives, like a lab chimp. But seriously, if you aren't yet considering the game, just have fun exploring it, stop and smell the flowers, and accidentally find China over a vegetable. I found it eventually. It took 3 hours. Now, if the review had ended here, this would be a definite recommend because the game is free. It costs $0. It cannot yank your bank. Not that I would know, but I must warn you that there are some serious drawbacks besides
I know how monetization works, right? How they get their money for the game, with the gacha aspect and stuff, but actually, like, the game is really solid. Like, it was really solid on release. That's really cool.
Chinese surveillance state
Like, it
you
is
have to
quote-unquote
install, so it's
free.
time to give you the final tools and rules that
Yeah.
you need to enjoy this game.
I think the game is keeps getting quote-unquote better, I guess,
Squinquay of
so...
Genshin Impact is just, please God, use the resin every So to
Yeah, I already
explain
did.
that, you have to understand that this game works by mostly giving you what you want when you seek it out.
Unless it's crit damage.
So you don't end
No.
up mindlessly slogging for 10 hours a day for a single goddamn Warframe chassis. But there is a catch. When it comes to grinding, there is a clever way to make sure that you can't trivialize the entire game, which is that the game just stops you. You expend
Yeah,
resin when you kill
I hate
a boss,
that.
want money, want XP,
Like,
want
I
artifacts,
guess it's to
want
balance
live, want to see my
the game
daughter,
and
pretty much
exploration
anything. And
aspects.
if you have no resin, well...
But it's so annoying.
Wait. God will collect his existence tax and you will fucking pay. Even if you live in Mondstadt,
Yeah,
the
I have
IRS is
paid
the total
already.
fixture of the
Multiple
universe. And although
times.
it's nice to have fair guarantees for artifacts, it has the unique side effect of stopping the game from being played. You get 160 a day, and for reference, you spend 40 for boss
At least
loot,
now
so
it's more-
good luck. And if you thought
Back then,
bad,
that was
get ready for Rule
horrible.
6, which is, yeah, you gotta do the daily quests. We Genshin players are always hard at work on the
Warframe.
daily dopamine farms, putting in that grind so that we can have a 4-star object
Oh yeah, I gotta
every
get
14
the
days. It really makes
Taco
a man
Bell
wonder why we bothered
bell
with making
for my
murder
editing.
illegal in the first place. Thank you, Kane. This game can give you a lot if you decide to commit yourself to it. But if you don't, you will be scraping for crack crystals in
Yeah.
a back alley. Maybe make a YouTube video. That alone is probably enough to discourage most people. I thought I was going to be one of those people until I realized that I liked the game. Stockholm Syndrome is actually cool. And for our final rule, you don't want to play with English voices.
No.
Set it to literally
Yeah.
any other language except English.
I play
Now,
Japanese
voice work
right
isn't
now,
horrendous,
just for the
but,
story. I'm
it
playing in
doesn't sound
English
like the
because I'm
dialogue was actually
streaming.
written for English, and the translation is fucking hilarious.
The wolves
Wolf
frightened him
fights
so
him
badly that
badly.
he's paralyzed with fear.
We've looked everywhere and haven't seen any of the wolves.
So do what I do and play in Japanese, then switch the game to Chinese whenever you're in Liyue for
Immersion.
maximum immersion.
受到盐的元素力了吗？
Dear Mr. Sheep, please send missiles to liberate my country from the yoke of capitalism. Now that you're armed with what you need, should you play the game? Only
No,
if you have self-control.
don't.
It's not worth
Don't
it
do
to spend
it.
money on
It's
the
not
game.
worth it.
I'm serious, and that's why you should give me your money so I can spend it responsibly.
It's not good
Remember,
for your
the
health.
game is free, and so is the porn. I would like to thank
Yeah.
the kind Chinese billionaires and international arms dealers of the Max0r Patreon for funding my hopeless and deadly addictions. If you would like to help fund the videos corrupting America's youth in the name of Naxalite Maoism, you can head to the description to learn more. Thank
Yeah.
you all for watching and waiting, and of course, your IP address has already been traced.
We can fly up in the sky. One day we may just the end.
And Persona music is so good, man. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think we're gonna watch the other one. I want to. Oh man, that's so fun.